All right, right. Good evening, everyone. This is Midman. Y'all know me, Midiman45 on YouTube. Decided we'll do a little live stream on tonight, and we are hoping that everything is going correctly on this thing here. I thought I was gonna be streaming live and everything. I don't see it giving me the feed right about now. I was trying to check it out on my other PC on my laptop, but I don't seem to be streaming at this particular point in time. Maybe I need to go back and change the code. Maybe I need to change the code, so I think I will do just that. Y'all bear with me a second here. Let me go back and see can I change the code on my streaming key. I didn't anticipate this here happening, so I'm gonna start it over again. Stand by. All right, here we go again, Midiman. We're gonna try this here streaming again. I'm not for certain why it's not doing it. I tried to do it at 11. I tried to do it at 11:30, but for some reason it is not. I don't seem to be streaming to no one. I don't know what the problem is. Wow, I don't know what the problem might be. Oh my, wow. Let me go back. Let me see what's going on here. I might have set something up wrong. I might be going to my other stream. I got two streams. Let me see what's going on, people. Bear with me a minute, y'all. Bear with me just a few minutes here. Let me see, is it going to another event? Yes, it is. It's going to another event. Wow. I did not realize that, people. But nevertheless, we're going to let it stay here. I'm going to let it stay right where it is. And we're going to say good evening. We're going to say good evening. And at least I know now what I need to do. I did not realize that event that I created earlier was gonna coincide conflict, but it did a conflict. But at any rate, we just want to say we give God all the glory and the praise, and we give Him all the honor, and we thank each and every one of my cyber friends. Y'all know who you are. We decided to do this live stream tonight, and matter of fact, if you look at the event that I did create, you will see that I called it the silent noise. And I did that for a reason, my brothers and sisters. I want to say that I thank God for having a few good friends. I want to say that straight up on top here today. My buddy, and I call him Doc. Matter of fact, that it's Daryl, my buddy Daryl Johnson, his nephew. He called me Unc too. So we all like brothers and everything. So Donna called me Unc. And so, you know, I had Donna to come over to the studio a little while today, and he helped me did some things on some drums and everything, and showed me set them up and everything, made certain that they were set up right, showing me how to set things up and everything, and showing me some things on the drum which I wanted to do so badly. And the Bible said you have not because you ask not. And I want to say that I want to take my hat off to Donnie. He came right to the rescue. He and a man of his word told me what he was going to do and done it. I love that. I love that. That you can't beat that. You can't beat that. So I just wanted to say we thank him. Also, I had a chance to talk to my favorite pastor, one of my favorite pastors. I got a plenty of them there. How come I don't want them to leave nobody out? I said one of my favorites, because I got a plenty of favorites. Talked to my pastor, Pastor Donnie Green Sr. today, and this evening, rather, he called me up, and I'm always glad to talk to my pastor. And we thank God for that. But as I was saying, I was going to take just a few minutes of y'all time tonight. I was going to speak about the silent noise. Let y'all know what Midiman is feeling right about now. What I'm feeling right about now. I don't know. And let me say straight off hand, I don't want to get political with this thing. I don't want to get political. I mean, I feel there's too much politics in the church as it is. We need to get politics out of the church to a degree. I mean that, people. I mean that, because all this voting, everything, you got to vote for this, vote that, the majority rule, the majority rule. Well, you know what? The majority may rule, but the majority is not always right. And I don't think that that has no place inside the body of Christ. In other words, we are in a kingdom. In the kingdom of God, Jesus is the king. And what the king says goes, point blank. That's the way it should be. In other words, inside our churches, we should go for what's right. I don't care how many people want to do wrong. If right is always should be the one that wins. But that's why a lot of us love this here. This majority rule and get this politics all in the church. And now when you want to get your thing passed, you go out there and get your posse or all the people that think like you think or whatnot. Even though y'all are wrong, you still want to get a bunch of folk that going to get wrong with you to shoot down something good. And it shouldn't be that way. I feel it shouldn't be that way. But that's how come I said the silent noise. Because I feel, people, that something is on the horizon. Now, let me tell you why I said that. Everybody at one time, that all you could hear was everybody griping about President Trump. That's all you could hear at one time. But now, everything has kind of quieted down a little bit. That's how come I'm calling it silent noise. They still are not satisfied, but they just see that what they've been trying to do wasn't working. Now, let me tell y'all something. Midiman is not afraid to speak what I feel is the truth. Now, if I'm wrong, and then God showed me I'm wrong, I'll repent and change. But until then, I am not afraid to speak what I feel is the truth. Now, number one, people, I want to say this. This country is in better shape than it's been in the last 45 years. Now, I know some of y'all ain't going to understand what I'm saying, because some people could care less. That's just the mentality that some people have. They care about stuff that don't matter, but they don't give a hill of bean about the issues at hand. They haven't looked at gross national product. Some people don't even know what that is. And I'm not trying to insult no one, but I'm just showing you how some of us are so ignorant. And I mean, all of us are ignorant to a degree now. I'd rather you call me ignorant than stupid. Because all of us are ignorant in certain areas. That means that there's something that we don't know. And that's many of us, we got a lot of areas that we don't know. And a lot of people are very ignorant when it comes to economics. They're very ignorant. They use money every day, but don't understand how it operates and how it works. They don't understand that this country, when you say GNP, they don't know what you're talking about. But this country is in a better shape today than it has been in over 45 years. But no one seems to see that. Or do they? I wonder. There are some that do know this, but they don't care because they got an agenda. And the agenda is, let's get rid of this man, because, you see, let us not get political. It ain't got nothing to do with Democrat, Republican. Let's forget about all that right now. Let's talk about right and wrong. Right and wrong. That's what it's all boiled down to, people. Right and wrong. Now, back in the Bible days, I'm going to use this for an example. Matter of fact, I'm going to transition the screen here. I want y'all to see something. I'm going to transition the screen here. Back in the Bible days, when let me see, can I pull it up right quick? When Noah in the flood, there it is. Noah in the flood. God told Noah that he was going to destroy all flesh. Say, even the thoughts of man was evil continually. And God said that he was going to destroy all of them. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Noah found grace. And so therefore God started over with Noah and his 3 sons and their wives. In other words, Noah had a wife and his 3 sons had a wife. So that was 8 people that were saved from this flood. And as I showed you that picture, I thought it would help to just show y'all a little picture over there of the ark in the flood of Noah's day. Now, let us think about something now. Everybody that was on the outside of that ark perished. Every one of them. Everything that had the breath of life in his nostrils died in that flood, according to the scripture. Now, a lot of people say, well, how do you know? Look, I'm not going there tonight about all this how do you know stuff. That's what the scripture say. That's what the Bible say. That's what I believe. In other words, God had told Noah to build this ark. And then the thing about it, if I'm not mistaken, it took about 120 years for this here job to be completed and for Noah to get all the animals that he saved on that ark, as well as his family. And they say some theologians say that he preached the same sermon for 120 years, told them it's going to rain. But nobody paid him any mind. And when it happened, they were all left behind. Every one of them perished. I wonder, my dear brothers and sisters, I wonder how many of us going to have to perish before we wake up and smell the coffee. You know, the silent noise that I'm hearing, it is this here. I'm wondering that this president came in and did something that none of the other 4 or 5 presidents did. They all said they were going to do it, but they didn't do it. Donald Trump came through on what he said he was going to do. He did just that. But the silent noise I'm hearing, people, is something on the horizon. I just can feel it. I don't know what it is, but it's been dealing with me here now for quite a few days. But I can feel that there's something coming. Now, we got, according to the meteorologists, they say it's a storm that's supposed to be coming this way. Well, I know everybody here in Georgia, they are very, very kind of concerned about this storm because everybody still remember Michael. But let me tell you something about us, though. We don't want to give God not 3 minutes of constant praise. We don't want to give God 3 minutes or 3 hours of our time unless that's too long. What is the matter with that picture, people? But as soon as trouble arrives and trouble get on the horizon, we all about God then. I'm gonna transition again. I'm going back to just me. We often get all grand and ready to go. We get all super God then when something is about to happen, like this storm that they said that was supposed to come. I done had people to call me on the telephone and tell me about certain things that I've heard people all week long been talking about. This here so-called storm is supposed to be coming through. And you know what? Yes, a storm is a storm, and we need to be, like my pastor said, Pastor Green, we need to be concerned and be watchful. We need to be concerned and be watchful, but not only should we be concerned and watchful for the storms of the weather, but the storms of life. Point blank. We get upset. We let other people dictate how we feel. You know what? The silent noise, people. Let me tell you something. You are never gonna, and that go for me too. You are never gonna ever be at peace with nothing and nobody as long as you just keep on letting what other people do dictate your life. We get, certain people do one thing. I ain't got nothing to do with what you do. In other words, I'm only Miniman is only responsible for what he does. You understand what I'm saying? I can't help what you don't like. In other words, that's why I was telling a person, when I was growing up, we used to have these, you all know how these people used to have these family feuds and everything, and everybody, one family be against another family, then we'll call one somebody mad, everybody mad. Well, you know what? I never took part in that kind of mess, because I always thought that was so crazy and ludicrous. Why should I get mad at somebody when they ain't done nothing to me? In other words, I don't care if it's my mama. If you ain't done nothing to me, I'm not mad at you. Now, I ain't saying that I wouldn't want you to just go around and just, be throwing dirt and stuff like that there to my mama and stuff. No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, just because my mama got a problem with you, I ain't got no problem with you. Unless you've done something to me. This is what I'm saying. We want to do everything that what the Joneses do. We want to keep up with the Joneses. In other words, just because so-and-so didn't like. And see, I got to speak. And I didn't want to say that, but I got to speak on the 7 Last Words of Christ program next Friday at the Good Friday meeting we're going to have at my home church at Antioch. But what I'm saying is, and my part is, I got to speak about, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. But at any rate, what I'm saying is, I can't help because you got a problem with Deacon Joe so-and-so or Sister Mary Sue so-and-so. I can't help that. That's between you and them. My job is to keep myself straight and make certain to try to hold the membership together. People, and I don't know what deacon I might be talking to other than myself, but let me tell y'all, deacon sir, that is your prime directive, is to hold, if you can, the membership together. We are the glue that try to hold the membership together, and especially in the absence or the transition of a leader like we are in right now. It is the deacon's responsibility, it's our job that we try to hold the membership together. But you know what? It takes everybody input. It ain't gonna be no one person thing. This is not a dictatorship. It ain't gonna be no one person way. Not if I can have anything to say about it. Now you know what? I'm gonna speak the truth. Amen. Point blank. I'm gonna go for what's right. I don't care who bring it in, as long as the person is right. I don't have a problem with it. Let me tell y'all something. We're going to be just like the old people back in the Noah day that got caught up in that flood because we keep on trying to do what other folk feel we should do. We don't, here it is tonight at sundown, at sundown today, the Jews often celebrate, they have what they call the Sabbath. Now, I'm not trying to tell anybody what they need to do. I'm not. But I'm just speaking what I'm speaking. At sundown, at sunset, at dusk on Friday evening, that begins the Jewish Sabbath. And it ends on the sundown on Saturday. Starts on sundown on Friday and it ends at sundown on Saturday. That is the Jewish Sabbath. Now, believe it or not, I was trying myself because I was doing communion. As a Christian, I was trying to do communion on those Fridays. But I stopped. I got sidetracked, and I stopped. You know what I mean? Ain't no sense in just going through the motion and just doing things just to be doing it. I can't do it like that, people. If your heart isn't in it, if you're not really doing it with your heart in it and doing it with the right frame of mind, ain't no sense in doing it. And if you're not going to abide by it anyway, like I said, just because you're taking communion, that don't negate you from everything else. See, a lot of us, we think that we can just take communion and pay a little money here over there, give a few dollars in the church called dues, And we think that gonna buy us some brownie points with God. No. No, no. You sadly mistakenly you think that. What I'm saying is, the silent noise that I feel coming in this nation, people, something is on the horizon. Things are too quiet. And normally when things get this quiet, look for something catastrophic to happen. Now that's just Midiman's take. I'm not prophesying anything. Remember I told you about that. I don't believe in doing that if God ain't. I'm just saying what I feel. This is what I feel. It's the silent noise. Because of the fact that I know that we as a people are never satisfied. And right now, even though this country's in the better shape and it's been in it over 45 years, yet and still we got some people that yet complaining. They're yet bawling. They ain't going to be never satisfied, just like the children of Israel was when God kept taking them around the mountain. But I'm saying that ought to be something. That you ought to be something. You ought to be something ought to move us. Something ought to move you to want to do better. And if we were to stop letting other folk dictate our lives and making your day bad. See, let me tell you something. I'm going to do my best. Midiman's going to do his very best not to let you make my day bad because of something that you feel that I should do or something that you may not like that I'm doing. That's on you. I can't help. Well, sister, brother, I'm sorry that you feel that way, but other than that, I can't go for that. I'm just like Daryl Hall and John Oates. And I tell people, I love my music. I love to listen to my music, and I do listen to all kinds. I just don't sit and listen to gospel music. I listen to gospel music. I love funk music. I always have loved funk music. Give me the Ohio Players and Parliament. I love all that music. Yes, I do. Now, I don't agree with a lot of the things or maybe some of the lyrics that been used over the years on some of it, but nevertheless, I love the music, and I love that beat. And I'm not going to sit here and see, like I said, you ain't got no heaven or hell to put me in no way. And who knows what kind of music God listening to up there in heaven. We don't know. All of it came from him anyway. So in other words, who knows what kind of music God is not listening to. See, we need to just stop trying to be so religious for our own britches. And let's get right. Let's be for real with God. See, in other words, I can't live my life to please you. If I did that, I would be in a mess every day. I will never get no peace. I will never get no peace. And if you just keep on sitting around worrying about a person because of who they supposed to be, and then now they mad at you and you all upset. Now you don't want to. Now you getting upset. And you want to take your mess out on other folk. Well, you ain't gonna take it out on me. Midiman's not gonna allow you to do that. No, what you need to do, if you feel that way, and if you got what they just call it. My great grandma just said you got your butt up there on your shoulder. Well, you take your butt and go on and leave me alone. That's the best thing for you to do with Midiman. I'm not going for that. I don't have to take that. So, but remember the next time now, when you get ready, see, that's just the way a lot of us are. We gonna forget. We soon forget how stupid we act. But then now, when the table is turned, then we want to be surprised when people don't want to have nothing to do with you. Oh, brother, people, the silent noise, I feel it's coming. And like I said, this here was not a politics speech or nothing like that. I was just saying that's what I feel coming. I feel it. I feel the noise. The silence of the noise is in the air. And I do believe if we are not careful, some of us are going to get caught up in it. Just like they did in the Noah days. Back in the Bible days when Noah told them about the rain and they didn't pay him no mind. That's just the way people are today. We do not believe that Lord is greasy. Do you understand what I'm saying? We don't believe nothing, and we ain't got time. We ain't got but a little time for God. Once in a while on Sunday, for about 35 or 40 minutes, that's it. What we do all the rest of the week, we do everything we want to do, and we don't never get tired of it. That's what makes it so bad. But now you start talking anything about God or about something about Christ, people get soon tired of that. Soon they get tired of that. But you know what? That's on them. You keep doing the right thing. Stay on board. Because, see, only the ones that was in the ark got saved. Everybody outside that ark drowned and perished in that old world. So, people, old Midiman just had to come back a little bit out. Didn't come back to stay long on this here tonight. And I hate to all of those that may have gotten the other event that I created. I got to do a little bit more research. Now, I thought certain that was going to start live, but it came back to this one here. So just bear with old Midiman. We will figure it out. We'll figure it out by and by. But I just had to let you know that. And Midiman is still working on track. My sister Lena, we hoping that we'll be able to get you going after a while and everything. And matter of fact, I got my buddy Donnie. I got him on track, so if I know while I'm learning drums, in other words, Donnie will be able to do me some drum tracks if I need him to do it. So we good on that as well. So I got to get some drum max where I can mac up the drums and so he can, do what he got to do. It's all about kingdom building, people, and we need to learn to get along with each other. But let me tell you something. I'm gonna go back to this. I can't help but say there, people, about this silent noise. You got to stop worrying about what people thinking about you. Care less. I heard somebody with the day, I just don't remember. Somebody was talking about the day that they could care. I know who it was. I saw on a praise program on TBN with Ty Tribbett, and he had Hezekiah Walker and 3 other guys on. I forget the names of those guys. But I think what Hezekiah Walker was saying, he had learned a long time ago to care less what people think about him. He took himself off that committee. He took himself off. And I mean, really, you might as well. Because people are not worried about you no way. In other words, they don't include you on something and you want to be included. That's what's the matter with a lot of us. See, we want to be included with these things. But there ain't nobody asking you because you're not fun. You're no fun. Because the only thing you do is try to find fault. You don't do nothing but try to find fault. You criticize. You critical. So, really and truly, don't nobody want you to be a part of nothing real because they know your mentality. But I'm just saying, and because of the fact that the main people, see, you want to be involved with a certain group of people. See, in other words, I want to be with the big shot. In other words, see, I don't care about being with those over there that I think that ain't about nothing, the low class people. But I need him big shot, so-called shot. I want them to make certain that they put me in their inner circle. And guess what? They're not going to put you in their inner circle. Number one, because you ain't got nothing in common with them. Really, you just got to think about it. You're boring. You don't have no aspiration. You don't try to put no negative or positive feedback in the thing. You just mediocre. Well, first of all, those people don't want you around them, and even the dog people don't want you around them because you ain't gonna do nothing but just be critical, negative and critical. Well, guess what? Don't you get mad. What you need to do, you need to change your way. That's what the book of Haggai say. We need to change and check our way. And you ain't gonna never be a part of nothing if you don't never start acting. In other words, it's just like we call the cliques. Every time you say something about somebody in the church, they in they clique. They with the people that they like-minded. Like people that they got the same thing in common. They are the one that's kind of stick together. Your problem is you ain't got nothing in common with nobody. You ain't got nothing in common with nobody. So guess what? You are alone. You are alone because you ain't got nothing in common with nobody because you can't. You don't want to do nothing because the first thing you do, you think everybody's against you. See, you thinking that. Oh, Jesus. Amen. Amen. Everybody's not against you, people. Find something that you know how to do and do it. See, not what I do. Don't try to get something somebody else doing unless that's your forte. Do what you are able to do and cut the deck. Stop trying to be somebody else that you are not. That's the main drawback. But if people can't accept you for who they are, I remember a comedian named Bernie Mac, and I'm not going to say the way he said it, but y'all know who I'm talking about. He told his nephew that was called Kid and Play. He told him, he was telling them people can't accept you for who you are. Y'all know what he said. You know what he said. He told them going to hell with the gasoline draws on. That's what he told them. Don't worry about people. And I don't care who they are. It can be whoever it is. If they don't accept you for who you are, you don't need them. You don't need them. That's it, people. Midiman is going to come back at y'all again at a later date. We got to get this thing right about this live streaming, though, because I messed it up tonight. I thought certain that I had it on another I created an event that was supposed to go at 11:30. But nevertheless, I was live and didn't even know it. Because I had to come over here and see on this here particular page here. I got to get that right. And I will over the next coming, hopefully real quick, like, I get it right so I can do these things like they should be done. But until the next time, people, the silent noise, I feel it coming. I can hear it on the horizon. There's some things about to happen and about to make a difference in this here country. And I'm going to say it like this here, people. We might better be careful of whom the next people that we put in office. I know we got a lot of them want to get rid of this here president administration. I don't know. I'm just going to say it. The silent noise. I believe trouble is on the horizon, people. It ain't over yet. It ain't over yet. That being said, this is Midiman saying peace and good night.